Kevwe, how has your role and your journey been in impacting and inspiring other women in Nigerian breweries?
So I see my role not only as a job, I see it as a means to tell other women that it is possible.
Being a multinational company gives us the opportunity to connect across. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Women in MB series. My name is Maria Shadeko and I'm the portfolio manager for premium brands. That means I manage the marketing activities for Heineken, Tiger and Starlight. And I have with me here today
Kevwe Ogefere. I'm in the legal department. I'm the senior regulatory affairs manager. My work entails regulatory compliance. So today we're going to be looking at the impact Nigerian breweries has had on the lives of women in Nigerian breweries in terms of professional and personal development. I'm happy to be a woman in Nigerian breweries, and I can tell you, Maria, that there have been several benefits I've derived from it. For me, it has exposed me to know people not only Nigerian breweries, but beyond the industry. And if we look at all the training initiatives and then the initiative to support women in terms of crèche facility, is more than enough to use my fingers to count. So, well, let me hear from you. Tell me your experience.
I think for me, I would really start with the personal growth. You know, working in Nigerian breweries for many years now, I dare say this is my 15th year, by the way. And overall, working in Heineken company, that's what I mean. It's been a personal journey. With every role, you build the confidence, of course, the networking that you mentioned, right? The exposure. Being a multinational company gives us the opportunity to connect across borders. And that is also very fantastic, but also within the industry as well, right? Being able to meet people, but also build your confidence on the road, sharpen some of your work skills. I can tell you, Nigerian Breweries is a company that thrives on people and collaboration. And that's one thing you really benefit from working in Nigerian breweries.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, but Kara, looking at this, how has your role and your journey been in impacting and inspiring other women in Nigerian breweries?
So I see my role not only as a job, I see it as a means to tell other women that it is possible. For me, I like the mentorship programs that we have here in Nigerian breweries. I like the open office policy that we have here. We have senior women leaders that keep motivating me. And I also have younger people that I also believe I'm also motivating. So it's not just a role, it's a leadership example for every woman to know that all you need to do is just dream high and then you can achieve it.
Okay, that's wonderful. Personally, my own experience that I would want to really recall is during the course of my career when I got promoted to senior management, which of course being given that opportunity was also a privilege, but being able to get support system. So I remember I was assigned a mentor that was able to walk me through settling into my role, how I was able to build that trust within my team, because managing a big team, you know, it was a different experience. But I was assigned a mentor within the system. I dare say I was assigned Mrs. Chidum Ayeni,
Oh, wow.
who is a GM in one of our African opcos. And I remember the calls, the sessions, at that time settling into that role. And of course, I was managing a big project at the time, which was Gulda Ultimate Search. It was a bit daunting, you know, I almost got scared with this imposter syndrome. But I remember those calls, speaking with her from time to time, despite her busy schedule. And I can say that even though it wasn't for a long time, but it really helped me settle into the role, and it showed that Nigerian Breweries is committed to your success, right? And so for me, that is one thing that I really would want to take away. Turning to you, Kevwe, now, I'll just ask, at what point do you feel that your own time at Nigerian Breweries has really created impact for the organization as well as yourself?
So for me, my role, my everyday role is impactful, I must say that, because we're more or less like the backbone in ensuring that Nigerian breweries doors are open for business. So my role involves supporting the various functions, like, you know, we work a lot on some projects, and then the overall impact really cannot be quantified. So it's difficult for me because my role impacts on everyday activity to mention, oh, this is the shiny moment for me. because every day shines for me. And what that has done is I've realized in my own personal life that the little steps matter, really, rather than waiting for the grandeur moment. Those little activities that you can impact in your family will make an overall impact. And it's just the consistency with delivering every day at top quality. So, well, that is it for me, but maybe you could also share your shiny moments.
Uh, I think with a long time in Nigerian breweries, there are several of them. I will really struggle to narrow down to one or two. But I think, of course, building brands is how we build that connection with our consumers. And for me, I look at my job as building affinity with my consumers, making our brands continuously exciting to our consumers. So I will still go back to a time I worked on reality TV. I think
Okay.
working in Nigerian breweries has given me that exposure. And of course, we have iconic TV programs that we introduced in the market, Good Ultimate Search, Multina Dance Hall, and I was privileged to work on both of them.
Wow.
So I remember, of course, it's more like a cultural phenomenon, right? The excitement when we announced that it was coming back, being part of a big production, that kind of level of exposure, but also the trust, right, that the company had in me, especially the second time when I managed Good Ultimate Search, was exposure, taking charge of things and deciding the concept of working with so many people behind the scenes. I think for me, it was truly impactful. But I think I will hold to the more recent one now, which is the introduction of Heineken 45CL and US pack size. And of course, is how we continuously drive accessibility and excitement, of course, like I mentioned. But bringing a premium pack that is accessible to consumers, and the reception has been very overwhelming to the
I couldn't
consumers
agree more.
and also the business internally.
Yes.
So I really feel I'm part of something big, right? We
Great.
launched this last year. The results are very, very good. And so I really feel part of something big, and it's one piece of several things that I have been part of in Nigerian breweries. We are always innovating. Something new is always coming up, but I think those key moments are still top for me right now. But before we wrap up, I would want to ask, your personal life, you highlight how Nigerian breweries has supported your journey with maybe initiatives we have internally, but also anything personal that you might want to highlight.
So personally, I have noticed I'm more of a strategic thinker now. So the experience in Nigerian breweries has sharpened that part of my mindset. So my family calls me the planner. So anything happens, they run it through me because
Okay.
I'm very good at planning things out now. And I would say that was sharpened in Nigerian breweries.
Oh, exciting. I think for me, I would highlight the internal platforms that Nigerian breweries has set up and how they really galvanize and pull women
Of
together. The
course.
Women in MB
MB
series that we
series.
have ongoing. But we have several engagements internally. We have speakers that we bring in. I think this just makes it more open to more people to hear from us, but networking opportunities are there, empowerment platforms, professional development, mentorship. You mentioned the creche, which I think is quite innovative. Imagine as a parent, you don't really have to worry about your children at home, or a little one rather, but you have them close by
by
with
and
you
you
in
can
the office.
focus.
But well-being programs as well, supporting you, especially as a woman, right? Navigating womanhood. I remember that series. It was really, really, really interesting. So it's a place whereby it makes you feel it's here to support you succeed, but then it also empowers you, and you know that you have a strong support system within the organization. And I think for me, those are key moments and things that I would hold there with working in Nigerian breweries and how it has impacted my personal life.
I think we can both agree that women in Nigerian breweries are fortunate.
Yes, we are indeed very, very fortunate, especially this period of time. Thank you very much.
Thank
It's been
you.
another exciting episode and being able to speak to you about our experience in Nigerian breweries. Thank you, and we hope you listen to another episode coming up soon.